Cheer up, baby, cheer up. Na, 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 After this one, I am going to have a break. After this one, I am going to have a break.
You're going live, yeah? Good. She's nearly tied up now. Yeah. Cool. Where are you getting there? Ooh. That's been a long time when you've done that.
It's taken ages though. I'm not familiar with oils. No, I am not familiar with oil paintings or anything like that. So that's why I've been struggling with this one, but I've not given up. No way have I given up or giving up. Should I say? No way have I given up or giving up. Should I say? I did a little bit more on this bit. That was on the wrong side. I just realised that now. Yeah, so this puzzle has not been easy at all. Yeah, so this puzzle has not been easy at all. Hello, everybody. Aha, found the piece. Let's go there. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la in the morning. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la in the sunshine. My bird, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la in the evening. Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la for you. That's Moscow there then. On the way to the dance the night, feel like crying. Starlight together. Some 2 days on they return. Hungry but they're waiting. Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la in the morning. La-da-da-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sha-la in the evening. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, just for you. Ooh la la la, I love you, baby. Ooh la 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 la. Hey God, everybody. La da da dee 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 dee. Na 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 na. Let's try together. Truly have. Do 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 do. That's the smoke. This is the smoke. I'm just double checking. Na 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 na.
blocks away, the police are left without a suspect or a motive. Even in the highly competitive field of motorcycle racing, Michael Hunter was known as a man with no enemies. He lived for one thing and one thing only: high-speed racing. During the mid-1980s, Michael Hunter suited up for competitions throughout California, earning a reputation as one of the area's top cyclists.
He said that racing gave him probably the highest high that he'd ever had in his whole life. He said there was nothing that beat this excitement and the thrill of the racing. And I think the competition was maybe almost incidental to the thrill of the racing.
He was always sharing, always teaching. Mike took me in hand from the beginning and taught me how to ride safely. He taught me how to ride clean.
The evening of February 24th began like many others for Michael Hunter. At 7:45 p.m., he climbed aboard his red, white, and blue sport bike, apparently just to go for a ride.
February 24th was a beautiful evening. It was almost like a summer night. Crystal clear, no breeze. It was just, it was very pleasant to be out in.
A few minutes after Michael left home, he stopped off at an ATM half a mile away. As he withdrew $20 from his checking account, a security camera in the ATM recorded the transaction.
From the photographs that we have, it would appear to be an uneventful withdrawal. So we don't have any reason to think that he was robbed or shot at the ATM machine.
Michael next showed up at a liquor store half a block from the ATM. There he purchased a pint of whiskey, which was later found in his jacket pocket. What happened next is pure conjecture. The police believe that Michael may have headed to a frontage road 3 miles from the gas station, known for its breathtaking view of the Bay Bridge. It was here, while enjoying the fresh winter breeze, that Michael Hunter may have encountered his killer or killers. The police theorize that someone may have robbed Michael of his wallet at gunpoint and then demanded his motorcycle, a customized Honda VFR Interceptor sport bike.
Probably Mike's love of his motorcycle would cause him to be reluctant to turn it over.
Michael apparently tried to outrun the bullets. It was a race he had no chance of winning.
I think that he was probably pretty scared, and I like to think, I really like to believe that he didn't know what was going on. Would have taken him a long time to get to that station. That's not a short stint to ride when you're hurt.
Michael had very few minutes to live after he was shot. The bullet that shattered his leg would have caused him to be in a great deal of pain. And it was his past experience and training that enabled Michael to make the ride into the gas station where he knew there would be some kind of help there for him.
An hour later, Michael Hunter was dead, leaving his family to wonder who killed him and why.
I think all the time he raced, I knew that something could happen to him because he was living beyond what most people do as far as is what he chose to do for his recreation. Had he died that way, it was a choice he had made and a conscious choice he'd made. And I think that it would have been a lot easier to accept.
There's just no information coming our way about a person that was on a red, white, and blue motorcycle, dressed the same kind of way, obviously very noticeable. I believe that somebody saw Michael Hunter in the last 40 minutes of his life And we need those people to come forward to tell us that little piece of information that will identify the killers of Michael Hunter.
Hiya, Rocket.
Michael Hunter's friends and family have raised a $10,000 reward for information which may help solve this case.
No, you're not too late.
When we return, a nationwide search for the true identity of a hospital-hopping con man.
Me. Oh crap, I'm out of the tablets.
You're not too late at all.
What?
Hi, Nicole. My sister Nicole.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Linda. Hey, Nicole. You don't have to call me Gary Smith. Smith's not my real name. Give up! It's time for treats. It's time for... Oh, you got your dinner. What do you give you dinner?
However, all their efforts are in vain. 10:20, a man known as Tom Hughes is pronounced dead.
Look. Is this
The
yours?
hospital dutifully attempted to contact the man's wife. They discovered that her name and phone number were bogus. So were the patient's social security number, address, occupation, and employment.
Yeah,
Tom
no,
Hughes
now.
simply did not exist.
Yeah? Is that yours? Yeah.
Among the man's possessions,
Good
was a
girl.
receipt from a hospital in California and a bus ticket stub from Pennsylvania to Connecticut. Starting with these meager clues, authorities soon uncovered a peculiar fraud scheme. Until he died, a man known as Tom Hughes had essentially been a professional hospital patient. It was a scam that may have killed him.
Yes, I was helping my brother do some work on a house he's buying.
That's it. All done? Go on, carry it off with you.
Hospital for 3 to 7 days before sneaking out and leaving his bills unpaid.
It appears that Tom would check into a hospital with
Don't.
a small self-inflicted wound and have a complaint of a lower back pain.
no, who are you talking
I
about?
think that he was checking himself into the hospitals to obtain the pain pills. Prescribe something a bit stronger.
Yeah, Smudgy's about. Just feeding her.
Yes.
Is that nice?
She's a bit.
Is that nice? Would you like that? Yeah. That's it, exactly. Giving you treats.
Traveling across the country and staying in one
That's the way she rolls.
Yeah. Is that good?
We were able to track him from
Good
California
girl.
all the way to Rhode Island and points in between.
He's done it. Make your dinner.
The con man had made 16 calls before he died.
Don't you dare.
Investigators traced them.
She has a habit of doing that.
Her family members. Instead, they uncovered yet
I
another.
know, you do something nice for her and she attacks you.
Mm.
Every single call.
It's like I clean a tray out and she attacks me.
We think he called the
I
attorney.
give her treats and then she attacks me.
To have a lawsuit because of his injuries at work.
It's like, excuse my language. It's like, thanks, Dad. Now back off.
And tell a story to someone and borrow some money.
You just got the belly rub.
And he would have told us by borrowing small amounts from the
I
attorney.
don't know if I told you this a million times before, but you're not a dog.
She has like one.
I'm expecting your package.
That nice?
It's coming soon.
Again?
$40 or something.
Oh dear.
Do that. I'll just add it to my bill. $40.
We know that Tom had been traveling from hospital to hospital for a year, 2 years, or possibly longer. Each time taking excessive amounts of.
That's my theory anyway.
He believed that could be a contributing cause of his death.
Bless
This
you.
photograph of the unidentified man was taken just hours before his death. He weighed 277 pounds.
Bless you again.
Cautioned that he may have put on much of the weight
All
since he
right.
began living in hospital beds.
Thank you. I think I'm allergic to cats. I'm not.
Pollen is high.
Yeah, I know. The pollen is high. It's in the tree in the back garden.
Your help
Mm-hmm.
It's full flower.
Yep.
I don't even know what that tree is.
just
I don't know, but it's difficult for me to cut down.
Ah, but if you photograph it, the phone will tell you because it'll do an AI search.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I'll take a picture of it tomorrow.
I'll do it now.
I'm going out there now. Have you seen the weather? It's sunny.
God save you.
Dinner did Mummy give you? Did she give you a crap one?
No, I gave her salmon.
Oh, you had salmon? Good girl.
That was a nice salmon.
Yeah, I don't you? Yeah. That's it. Keep wagging your tail.
I used to play music a lot, my records. I would sometimes even go.
My dad used to say whenever he was on the phone to us,
I looked around and there was a metal box.
and he hears Gary sneezing, you went, God bless you, my son.
And then there was another piece of paper folded up, and it was a birth certificate. And it had Irene Wynn on it. And I go, oh, same first name as mine.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've cleaned that laptop of yours, the old one. It's filthy.
County General Hospital, the date. I said, well, the date that was
Mainly covered in spray paint dust.
same date as my birth.
Yeah, that's probably why.
And
For me.
that time, a little bit later,
Well, I've never used it yet. I haven't used it since, have I?
It's donkey's years old. But I need it. It's come in handy because I need it because it's got a run Windows 7 on it.
It still works good.
Yeah. So I can play old games on it.
Yeah, exactly. So you can use that. It's no problem.
Irene, I love you so much. And it came to light that I was adopted, and she and my dad had adopted me 3 days after I was born. And she was fearful that I was going to, at that point, leave and go and search for my real parents. And I told her no, I wasn't. I just wanted to know what was the story about it.
Oh dear. Well, you had a good weekend. Oh yeah.
We went walking.
Yeah.
Had a walk out.
Yeah. I wanted to test my knee. That's why. Still not right.
It will get better.
I was fine until I stopped and started talking to that lady.
Yeah, we saw my little Maisie.
Yeah, my dog. And I stood there for what? I was only stood there 2 minutes and started wrecking.
Yeah, it's when you're standing up too long.
You're the baby. Oh, really good girl.
Yes, little Maisie.
Connected so close that there was like a
Happy?
friendship there.
Yeah.
Every
Good.
holiday they would come over and bring the gifts, and
Good
we
girl.
exchanged gifts there in the living room. It was basically
She's happy.
we got the same toys, so they didn't deny us anything. They made sure that we were happy kids.
Merry Christmas, baby.
I don't think a child in this world has had a better childhood than I had because I had my mom, my dad, I had Billy and Ford. They were just like my mother and father. I had Dolores.
A lot of things.
We just had a fun time. They occupied every minute of our lives when we were children together, and that was fun times.
Is there anything else you should...
Did you write down that game I come up with?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'll have to go shopping for that then.
Yes, we are coming up with some good games.
Yeah. We've got a good game. What we thought of today.
I made sure I wrote it down.
Yeah. Goes in the games book now. For what we need. What's the matter? Here. Come on. You'll go on your scratching post. Come on.
At some point, Irene's birth father, Glenn, began to work at Clifton's too.
Here you go.
Minnie and Forrest would alternate their seating locations in the restaurant, so both Glenn
That's
and
just
Ramona
complete
could
bone
see
idleness, that is, Cat.
two
What?
poverty-stricken
Making me pick her up to put her on a scratching post. That's just bone idle.
I never faulted them for what they did. They
She
had
did
to do
that
what
on
they had to do,
purpose.
and I'm thankful that they gave me to the family that they did give me to. So that's, I was lucky in that way.
Irene and Dolores and their parents lived happily until 1956. Then Dolores' mother, Billy, died of a kidney
What's up,
disease.
kitty?
Suddenly, Dolores seemed to vanish into thin air. Irene never saw her again. Only years later, when Irene's mother finally told her the truth, did Irene learn what had happened to her friend. Shortly after Dolores' mother died, her father came to the sad conclusion that he could no longer raise her alone, that she needed a mother.
Dolores, this is Ramona.
Hi, Dolores.
He took Dolores to live with Glenn and Ramona, the couple who worked at Clifton's cafeteria.
I'll take that.
But why? Finally, the shocking news came out. Dolores was also the child of Glenn and Ramona Wynn. Dolores and Irene were sisters. Irene was thunderstruck. Her mother explained apologetically that she had been afraid to let Irene continue seeing Dolores after Dolores moved in with Ramona and Glenn.
I was afraid if I told you the truth, that I would lose you.
No matter what, you'll always be my mother.
In 1989, after both of her parents passed away, Irene found herself irresistibly drawn back to the old neighborhood, reliving her happy childhood with Dolores.
In my mind, I can see us playing together.
H.O.T. Get on this side of the road. Here we go now. Fudge, fudge. Tell the judge. Mama's gotta do cornbread.
We were like twins, but not knowing that we were sisters, And so that's why I want Rebecca to meet with her. She's a part of my early life. She's a part of me. I feel things that I don't think anybody else could feel right now because it's like an emptiness that's going on inside of me due to the fact I don't know where she's at. And I hope one day soon that we can come together and be the silly little girls that we were when we were growing up. Because I'm still a silly little girl in heart, and I want to be with her as soon as possible.
Irene also has a message for her birth parents, Glenn and Ramona Wynn, who watched so lovingly from a distance while she grew up.
Ramona and Glenn, I want to get to know you also and bring you back into my life. I don't have any anger. I believe you did what you had to do. And I love you. Just, if you're out there listening, please call me. I want to hear from you also.
Today, Glenn and Ramona Wynn will be 72 and 67 years old, respectively. They divorced in the 50s.
Monday,
Ramona's
Linda.
maiden name was Via, married a man named Richards or Richardson, with whom she also had children. These are two of the last known photographs of Dolores Ford. In 1956, when she was 10, Dolores moved to 2nd Street in downtown Los Angeles to live with Glenn and Ramona Wynn. This July, Dolores will be 48 years old. Her last known address is also in the Los Angeles area. Join me again next week. Perhaps you may be able to help solve a mystery.
This program is about unsolved mysteries. Whenever possible, the actual family members and police officials have participated in recreating the events. What you're about to see is not a news broadcast.
When Brian Brophy, a wealthy New York businessman, bought a farm in rural Vermont, local residents were instantly charmed by his easy manner and good-natured attempts to adopt country ways. But in 1990, an early morning raid on Brophy's farm left his friends and neighbors stunned. The congenial city slicker was apparently a major player in the international drug trade. In the summer of 1988, tensions in the Persian Gulf were at the border. The USS Vincennes, believing his ship was about to be attacked, mistakenly ordered his gunner to shoot down an Union airliner, leaving 290 civilians dead. Several months later in San Diego, a no accident. The target is the wife of the American ship's captain. In police radio code, it's known as 211R, a robbery in progress. Two masked gunmen are about to terrorize the customers and employees of a restaurant, clean out the cash register, and then escape, unmolested and unidentified. Since August 23, 1991, this same scenario has unfolded no less than 29 times in and around the city of Vallejo, California. In every case, the robbers brandished handguns or semi-automatic weapons. And in almost every case, the target was a pizza restaurant. Join me for these fascinating stories. Perhaps you may be able to help solve a mystery.
Well, there could be a bird called Dave.
Orleans County, Vermont, lies on the United States border with Canada. Its quiet countryside is dotted with small farming towns whose families have lived here for generations. In these parts, a stranger is guaranteed to cause a stir. But no one was prepared for the whirlwind that would follow the arrival of a man named Brian Brophy. In August of 1986, a wealthy New Yorker bought a 30-acre farm in Escalante. He told people he'd made his fortune manufacturing toothbrushes and had come to the country to put down roots. His unassuming manner soon won the trust of his neighbors.
He loved Vermont, and he really became friendly with a lot of the local people. He had this easy way about him that made people very comfortable.
Nancy Buckley met Brian when he called about a puppy she advertised in the local paper.
He was open and friendly and was either knowledgeable in an area that you were interested in, or he was very curious and wanted to learn about something that you knew a lot about. And both of those things ingratiate him to you.
He was an accident waiting for a place to happen. He knew nothing about country living, but he was willing to learn. But Brian's idea of learning was to ask you to help him do something and then stand and watch you do it.
He's trying to trip you up.
Susan Medora, who also owned a farm, Brian's nearest neighbors. They probably knew him better than anyone in the area.
Manual labor was not in his vocabulary. But he did it in such a likable way you didn't object to it. He was very obviously a city boy. He couldn't hide that.
Brian Brophy was definitely a hard man to figure. He knew next to nothing about country life, yet he went out and spent thousands of dollars to buy a single horse of a special breed, a warm blood.
What a great big warm blood. He's wonderful. It's a big horse.
Brian then paid thousands more to board the horse with another neighbor, Peggy DuPont.
There were a couple of things about Brian that seemed a little strange. The first thing was that he paid in cash for his board. He had 2 horses, so he would pay me $500 in cash for the boarding. And my husband immediately said, "Oh, he's a drug dealer." And I said, "He's not a drug dealer. You're out of your mind. He's a nice person. And besides, he had to go to the bank first to get the money. He told me so."
Peggy DuPont's husband had no idea how right he was. On February 12, 1990, 20 heavily armed Vermont State Police, DEA agents, and U.S. Marshals paid a visit to Brian Brofill's farm. The agents burst in on a crop of more than 2,000 marijuana plants. It was the biggest bust in Vermont history. At that very moment, Brofill was with the Meadors at the farm in Virginia. At 8:30 a.m., a friend from Vermont telephoned with stunning news of the raid.
Why would they want to know about Dee Bryant? Are you kidding?
I don't think so. I know that working as well. Come on, get that together.
Yeah. It was weird. There was a marijuana bust in West Charleston. They're looking for you, Brian. That must be you.
She said, better make a phone call.
He was real calm and said, "Geez, I better make a phone call." So he went and made a quick phone call, and he came back and said, You're going to have to take me to the airport." He said, "Because I'm going to have to straighten this mess out."
He said that he was worried about his reputation and what his son was trying to do to him, and this can't be right. I've got to get home and straighten out my reputation. It was at that, I sincerely believed him.
The Meadors unwittingly drove Vermont's biggest pot dealer to the airport. Brian Brofill then dropped from sight.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, authorities were just beginning to realize the scope of his enterprise.
The agent's initial reaction was just one of pure awe. Nobody's ever seen such an operation nationwide. It was one of the most sophisticated operations that has ever been seen.
Brofill had spared no expense. His marijuana plantation featured automated irrigation and lighting. A heating system sheltered the plants from Vermont's hard winters. Authorities estimated that the operation had been grossing as much as $250,000 a month. Agent LeBeer sifted through Brofill's private papers, trying to pick up the fugitive's trail.
I was looking for anything that would tell me who Brian Brofill was, or is, or will be. I found volumes of information. I tracked down each piece of information, and each piece of information led me to a dead end.
Agent LeBeer expected Brofill would have a well-documented criminal past. However, FBI and various state records revealed only a single conviction for drunk driving. Convinced that Brofill was wanted somewhere for something, Agent LeBeer contacted Interpol, the international law enforcement agency. He was stunned to discover that the giant marijuana operation was little more than a hobby, just a small part of an illicit drug empire masterminded by Brian Brofill.
What I learned is that he initially began smuggling in the late 1970s, early 1980s. He got involved with a group of people who were living a good lifestyle. He traveled to a few exotic places with these people and got addicted to their lifestyle. He wanted to become a playboy. The quickest way he could do that was to become a narcotics smuggler. Initially, Brian traveled to Southeast Asia and the South Pacific, where he procured small amounts of narcotics. He would take these narcotics and tape them to his body and walk through customs. He did this in countries that execute people for drug activity. Brian would walk through customs without sweating a bead and making friends.
By the time Brofil moved to Vermont, he had developed one of the world's largest drug smuggling networks. After months of painstaking research, Agent LeBeer was able to penetrate Brofil's shadowy world and recruit an informant.
That's what I found out. He's working on his mother-lode. His mother-lode? Yeah, his mother-lode. He talked about this one for a while. This is the one he's going to retire on. Brings the drugs down the West
The man's
Coast.
disclosures were frustratingly incomplete. Brofil planned to smuggle some $20 million worth of heroin into the United States, perhaps along the Oregon coast. But Agent LeBeer could never pin down the exact place or time.
He confirmed our speculation that Brian is a major narcotics smuggler and is continuing to smuggle narcotics. What we didn't learn is the specifics. We know that Brian's out there right now smuggling narcotics, peddling his narcotics, but we don't know exactly where he is.
When all of this happened, I was in shock, and I just couldn't believe that he could live such a double life.
I feel sorry for Brian. I feel sorry for him because his total life was a lie. He lived this lie so perfectly that he obviously had no life of his own. The Brian that we liked did not exist. And so I can't certainly feel sorry for him being caught.
On the night Brofil's story aired, our phone center switchboards lit up with calls from Paso Robles in Central California. Alert viewers there recognized Brian Brofil as one of their neighbors. Local authorities immediately moved in to make an arrest, but Brofil had vanished again.
Our understanding is that Brian watched the show. The show aired at 8 o'clock and Brian was gone at 8:15. He had left all his personal belongings behind and was just gone.
In Paso Robles, Brofil went by the name Brian Jenkins. He found work as a handyman at local horse ranches and became an accepted member of the community. Brofil never once drew the attention of police.
He was living comfortably with no fears. We weren't even close to him.
Oh my God, what are you on?
How to hide. He was that good.
But Brian Brofil wasn't good enough. After he fled Paso Robles, viewer tips helped authorities track the fugitive south to Carlsbad near San Diego, where he was arrested on December 19th, 1993. 3 weeks later, Brian Brofil was extradited to Vermont.
Oh dear.
Convicted on all charges, he faces a prison term of 20 years to life. Next, car bombing in San Diego. The suspects, international terrorists seeking revenge. Summer 1988, the Persian Gulf.
Stop messing about.
Just 3 months later, American ship
What do you call it, Pedro? Sleep. Wake up. Nova. Yeah?
Now the Gulf surrounded United States naval vessels and aircraft. Their mission, protect U.S. flagged oil tankers from increasingly hostile Iranian forces. The centerpiece of the United States naval presence in the Gulf was
Sorry about
USS
that.
Vincennes,
I felt like being stupid.
state-of-the-art guided
Oh.
missile cruiser, fully armed with surface-to-air missiles.
Don't bother
Oh.
me.
What happened
That's
on
for
the
when
Gulf
people say the quiz is too hard.
claimed two
They'll just start asking stupid questions like
face
that.
of Middle Eastern politics.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea actually.
By chance,
What's the capital of France?
What?
What's the capital of Paris?
Started out in a benign fashion. We were en route to Bahrain to celebrate the ship's birthday. And as we had approached the southern end of the Gulf, I received a radio call that the USS Montgomery was having some difficulty with the Iranian Revolutionary Guard this morning. We were directed by higher authority to develop a tactical picture and relay this information back to Bahrain.
Vincennes dispatched a reconnaissance helicopter. It was immediately attacked by at least 7 Iranian gunboats. Captain Rogers sought and received permission to return fire.
What ensued was a rather violent service engagement between myself, USS Montgomery, and about 7
Why are you watching war films?
high-speed craft.
I'm not. It's
Unidentified aircraft showed up on the ship's radar.
what do you call it? Unsolved mysteries.
Descending straight toward the Vincennes.
It's not just paranormal or anything like that. It's everything that they uncover.
Oh, he's all night and sleeps in the day. Sounds like our cat.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever she's gone. In the window asleep. Obviously, when it falls asleep.
Received no response. In the meantime, the service engagement continued.
She's peaceful when she sleeps.
Damage to my ship, injury my crew. When the aircraft had reached 20 nautical miles, I had permission to engage it from higher authority. I simply couldn't believe that this was happening. Elected not to engage. When the aircraft had closed to about 12 nautical miles,
Oh,
the
yeah.
decision had to be made, and I chose to engage it with missiles.
Well, you made it all the way across. It's difficult.
Still not easy because I'm not. Like I said, I'm not familiar with oil painting.
An Iranian passenger plane which had failed to show up at its appointed destination.
No, like I am with
I know.
acrylic and watercolor.
Oh no!
So, but yeah, that bit, because it's now connected up, I can work on this bit as well. Well, started to, and then start getting the top part, top row.
That's your clock.
That's the clock.
And the clock is there.
Yeah, it's around here. So,
Right over here somewhere. Way over here.
yeah, well, I can't really put it together until it,
So you find the other bits.
the other bits. So I put that aside there.
And then the cat will have it and put it in his shoes.
Or in my welly boots.
Yeah.
I used my welly boots because it was...
Wellingtons.
Sorry, Wellingtons.
The not responded to repeated requests to identify itself. And the Vincennes radar screen could not differentiate between the large passengers and Iranian fighter jets. Inside Iran itself,
You just woke up.
one high-ranking Iranian official even stated
They're clever animals. They're clever. But funny at the same time. They know if something's wrong.
Captain Rogers' wife Sharon, a fourth-grade school teacher, tried to cope with an
It's like Smudgy if we laugh too much.
chilling reason to take
She thinks that we hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
It was about a month after.
Oh,
It was 1 o'clock.
your eldest just woke her up.
There was a man on the other end of the phone with a Mideastern accent. He wanted to know if this was the home of Captain Rogers, and then he said, "Are you the wife of the murderer?" And at that time, I hung up.
No, it's right at the top, isn't it? Wrong. I was wrong.
My worst nightmare was coming true. I had feared there was someone out to make retribution for what had happened in the Gulf. At this point, with someone calling me, I thought possibly they know where my home is, they know where I live, and possibly someone's in the city. It didn't sound like a long-distance telephone call to me. Needless to say, I didn't sleep the rest of the night.
The Naval Investigative Service was called in to secure the Rogers home. Agents checked the mail and monitored incoming phone calls. They recommended that Sharon Rogers always keep her car securely locked in the garage when she was at home. 10 weeks went by. No further phone threats were received. On October 24th, 1988, Sharon Rogers...
Oh, I get it. That's the top of your steam engine, isn't it?
And her
Front.
husband. Despite the period of relative calm, the Rogers continued to observe safety precautions and to keep both cars garaged. March 9th, 1989, their stringent attitude momentarily relaxed.
Will and I had a commitment at the Navy base for a
So that's the
Navy
front of your
meeting.
train.
And we got
Here.
back home around 9:30. We were both exhausted. Inadvertently, I had parked
Is it?
my van on the driveway. To make a long story short, we were very tired. We decided not to
So
put
that
cars in
comes
the
down here.
garage. It was the first night
Somewhere.
since July 3rd that we had not parked the cars in the garage.
And the only night. The only time.
At 7 o'clock the next morning, Captain Rogers
Oh, it's that way round.
left the house and drove his wife's van to the local
That
market
way
to buy
round.
breakfast pastries.
Will came back to the house. We exchanged a few words. It was time for me to go
Yeah.
to work. Got into the van, pulled out of the driveway, took my normal route
Oh, it's
to
higher
school.
up.
Everything
It's higher
seemed
up.
fine.
You'd have to find all the bits with red on, because there's two.
Birch Drive in Jesse.
Got that one
It was
and that
then
one.
that I heard the explosion.
But
But.
I knew that if I'd ever do anything right, I'd better do this one right, because I realized I didn't have many seconds left before I could get out of that van alive.
Sharon Rogers threw open the driver's side door, but forgot that she had her seatbelt on. As she struggled to free herself, a few of her precious seconds slipped away.
I jumped from the cab of the van, then I ran to the curb where there was a construction worker. He took me and placed me in the cab of his truck.
Don't know.
Put his jacket around
why
me
was 6 afraid of 7?
and asked if there was anyone I wanted to call. About that time, a policewoman approached me. I told her who I was, that I was the wife of the captain of the defense service. She immediately called a halt to everything and told everyone to move away.
7, 8, 9, yeah. I get it.
In the Naval Investigative Service, the FBI, everyone else.
At the time, I simply couldn't grasp it, could not fathom that, in fact, the van had been bombed. I was convinced that the catalytic converter had exploded. But then very shortly, I noticed laying in the street a length of pipe about like this, just split from end to end, and that was no catalytic converter.
An FBI investigation revealed that indeed a large pipe bomb had been strapped to the underbelly of the van.
Sharon Rogers was extremely lucky. The blast from the bomb went up just behind her seat, through the roof of the van and out to the right side of the van. The bomb was definitely designed to kill someone. It was not a prank. It was placed underneath the vehicle, located probably just behind where the driver's seat was.
The FBI learned that less than 2 months before the bombing incident, a stranger had been asking questions on the Rogers Street.
Yes. Would you happen to know which house the captain lives?
I'm sorry, I don't think I can help you with that.
I was told that a Middle Eastern family lives in this neighborhood. Would you know which house that might be?
Well, you might try the gray house on the right, the third house up. I believe there's a Middle Eastern family living there.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
The FBI produced this drawing of the man, based on the description given by the Rogers neighbors. The man was thin, 5 feet 9.5 inches tall, with dark eyes and hair, and receding hairline. He had a pronounced Middle Eastern accent. A second man waited for him in the passenger seat of a BMW with California license plates. The BMW was an unusual color known as Bronzette beige. Both men appeared to be in their 30s. It should be stressed that neither man is wanted for any crime, only for questioning.
We would like to identify the two individuals who spoke to the neighbors, because that's one piece of our puzzle that we need to solve. And in addition to that, we would like anybody that has any information at all relative to the bombing or to the individuals involved in it to give us a call.
I think we both fervently hope that it results in the arrest and conviction and ultimate imprisonment for the people responsible for the attempt on Sharon's life. The FBI and the NIS have worked very hard to bring this case to a conclusion, and we certainly hope that somebody out there sees something, knows something, passes that information.
This was a case of attempted murder. It was a terrorist act, and we need to apprehend someone. They need to be convicted. As Will said, they need to be imprisoned, and we have to send a very strong message to terrorism that you're just not going to win here in the United States.
When we return, the inspiring story of a young man's second chance at life and his search for the mystery woman who saved him. Rock and roll musician John Lennon once said, "Life is what happens while you're making other plans." You're about to meet a vibrant, inspirational young man named Philip Macri. 6 years ago, Philip was a high school basketball star, a hot college prospect, whose life was turned upside down in a split second. It happened on August 28, 1987, during a weekend vacation in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It went suddenly and terribly wrong.
We went to the beach a day before the softball tournament and just went down there to try to get a nice tan and check out the babes on the beach. And I dove into the water with my hands out forward, breaking the wave. And that was the last movement I had, because when I dove into the wave, I broke my neck instantly and couldn't feel anything. And I opened up my eyes underwater, and it was real dark and black, and all I heard was the ocean going. I didn't know why I wasn't moving. You know, in my mind I felt like I was moving my arms and swimming, but I wasn't getting nowhere. And I just kept remembering that I was gonna go way out into the ocean. I was gonna get beaten by sharks. My life was gonna be over. My basketball career was gonna be over. That's all I love to do is play basketball.
Just the previous season, Philip Macri had led his Newcastle, Pennsylvania high school team into the state playoffs. He seemed destined to win a college basketball scholarship. Philip's most glorious moment had come during a matchup with his team's arch rival. With a score tied and only seconds remaining in the game, Philip stole the ball. Eight months later, Philip found himself unable to move his arms and legs, buffeted by waves, not knowing whether he would live or die.
I do remember when I was underwater, I was saying, "Help. Somebody help me. Help." I was screaming.
No one knows if Philip's calls for help were actually heard, but miraculously they were answered by a woman whose identity remains a mystery to this day.
I was looking out into the water and I saw some lady pulling Philip out of the water, but the only reason I knew it was him was from his swimming trunks that he had been wearing. And when I saw the swimming trunks, I just ran.
What happened here?
I don't know. I think he's body surfing. He bumped into Phil. Phil, step back.
was gasping for air, and I responded by saying, and that was it.
Can you wiggle your feet? Can you wiggle your fingers? What's wrong with you?
With everyone's attention on Philip, the quiet rescuer was all but forgotten. She disappeared before anyone could ask her name.
I've often thought about the woman that saved Philip. Now I regret that I didn't thank her at that time. But my mind and my thoughts were just all for Philip.
I got the telephone call from Virginia Beach. The doctor's on the phone. He says to me, Mrs. Macri. And I says, yes. He says, I need your verbal consent to do something on Philip. And I says, you have it. What'd he do, break an arm or a leg? He says, no, ma'am, he's paralyzed. Broke his neck.
When I saw my parents for the first time, it was so hard. It was like the hardest thing. Seeing them, hovering over me, crying, and telling me that I'd never walk again.
It was devastating all around. Maybe men aren't supposed to cry, but I cried more. I never cried so much in all my life as I did now.
For 3 days, doctors pumped sand from Philip's stomach. For 2 weeks, he was wrapped in ice blankets to counter raging fevers resulting from multiple infections. Finally, Philip's condition improved enough for doctors to surgically stabilize his crushed vertebrae, but the damage had been done. More than 5 years had passed since a mysterious stranger gave Philip a second shot at life. In that time, Philip has had to redefine his aspirations, but he pursues them with the same determination he once brought to the basketball court.
When I was in the hospital in Virginia, I had like 3 or 4 goals. The first goal was to get off the respirator. My second goal was to get in a wheelchair and don't be so depressed and knowing that, it's all right to be in a wheelchair. And my last goal was to go to college and get a degree and get a job.
This is Philip McCree coming from the campus of Westminster College, and here are today's sports headlines. Chicago Bears have canned coach Mike Leach.
Philip is majoring in telecommunications at Westminster College near his home in Pennsylvania. In the fall, he will return to the sport he loves, this time as a play-by-play announcer for local high school basketball games. Philip Macri has made the most of his gift of life, but he still hopes to accomplish one very important goal. He would like to personally thank the woman who saved him.
It's very important to find this lady who pulled me out of the water because, again, I wouldn't be able to fulfill my goals of becoming a sports broadcaster. I wouldn't be able to be here with my family today. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I always wanted to do in life if she wouldn't have saved my life.
On the night of our broadcast, Philip was overjoyed to learn that he would finally get his chance to say thank you. 43-year-old Linda Potts called our telecenter and identified herself as the unknown rescuer. On March 27th, 1993, Philip and Linda met face-to-face for the first time since Philip nearly drowned at Virginia Beach.
When she pulled up in the car today when I first met her, it's just gave me tingling all through my body and made me feel real good to know that I could thank her for saving my life.
I felt like I found a member of my family, a lost member of my family that I hadn't seen in 5 years.
That evening, Philip's parents hosted a dinner for family and friends in honor of the woman who saved their son's life.
I hope to keep it real close
relationship with me and Mrs. Potts. I found out she's, had some medical problems in her life, and, if there's anything I could do to help her out with her problems, I'd love to help her out with it.
Philip Macri and Linda Potts, two strangers joined by a twist of fate.
Philip and I will remain friends for a long, long time. If there's anything I can ever do for Philip, all he has to do is pick up the phone and dial my number. I'll be there for him.
Recently, we brought you the story of Martha Doe Roberts, who was kidnapped from her home in Eads, Tennessee, on the morning of August 7th, 1992. Since our broadcast, several strange developments have surfaced in this case. Friends of...
Right, that's how far I'm up to. It's getting there slowly, but there you go. I will be live later on, so we can have more laughter and fun. I'm looking forward to that. How do you organise a space party? Don't know. You plan it. You got me on that one. Right, I shall see you guys later. Take care of yourselves now. See you all in a bit. Lots of love to you all. See you later. Bye everybody.